Welcome, everybody. Mike Takayo here alongside Takayo Siddle. Talking to Takayo, a pre-holiday Talking to Takayo show here as we're talking about a couple of wins for UNCW. Heading into the holiday break, one more non-conference game before UNCW hits conference play, and they'll start against the preseason favorite Towson on January 2nd. So conference season is upon us here right after the new year for UNCW across the board as well. Should be a fun CAA season ahead, but it's been fun so far here. UNCW 9-3. They've won 6 of their last 7. 7-1 at home, as well as that schedule from last year is flipped, and it's been a lot of home games, a lot of excitement in Trask Coliseum so far, with much more to come here for UNCW. But bring in Coach here, and again, Coach, last time we were here it was off of a tough setback in D.C. to Howard, and you weren't sure, to see how your kids were going to respond, how they were going to bounce back. But I would think, as we'll dive into these games in a moment, but back-to-back, in my mind, 2 true team wins against Florida Gulf Coast and against UNC Asheville. You got to be very pleased with how they bounced back.
I am. Before we get to that, what if I would have went out of town after the game?
Well, we would. I don't know. We probably wouldn't have a show. We probably wouldn't have a show. So, yeah, we rolled the dice that you were sticking around here for a while. So we appreciate that. We appreciate you sticking around here and the folks that have come out here. So we're making their week. This is a great way to start their holiday week on this Monday at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Absolutely. And Merry Christmas to everybody, and thank you guys for being here. But, I'm very proud of all the responses that we've had to adversity so far this year. The most recent one that we had, we just didn't, show up. I told you that I don't even know if we were in D.C. Our minds weren't in D.C., but, we were able to get ourselves back together and get back to the drawing board, get back to work, and we reset our minds, and we were able to come out and perform very well the other night.
Again, 9-3 with your 3 losses to, at the time, top-ranked Kansas, a Colgate team that is preseason to win the Patriot, and Howard the preseason to win the MEAC for a 3rd consecutive year. When you kind of put it in that scope, and some of your wins have been kind of those 50-50 games that you go into, you've got to be pleased. 12 games in to be 9-3 right now.
Yeah, I am. You always look at it, especially when I first started. You always look at it and you say, man, if we could have just got that one, we'd be, 10-2. But you can't really look at it like that anymore. Like it used to drive me crazy. The more, the longest I've been doing this, you look at it every time you take a loss as a learning lesson, and you always can reflect back on that loss later on in the season, especially if you handle it the right way. And we've been fortunate enough to do that ever since I've been here. Every loss that we've had has been a really good learning lesson for us, and it's the same for the 3 that we've taken so far.
And again, not just bouncing back, getting in the win column, but 2 games last week where you never trailed. Each team kind of made some runs, but you kind of made those plays in the end to make sure that you ended up getting those victories. That's going to be nice to see that you guys, again, controlled those games at home as well.
Yeah, we're trying to, become dominant, right? And it takes a while, but you have to be able to get off to really good starts. And I always talk to the guys about, being in the special teams, being out in special teams, flowing in the full court. We have to be good at that, during the game. We have to be, and then we have to be really good in the red zone, late in games and closing games out, and all of that still needs some work. But we've been able to play some really good basketball for the majority of games.
Yeah, in your mind, this is still a team with a work in progress type of mentality, where you're challenging them, as you've mentioned before, to get to another level with their play. Do you see them accepting that challenge right now?
They are accepting that. If you think back to our last game against Asheville, I thought we were dialed in. It's our preparation's always good, but you could see that they were extremely focused in our preparation, and then when we came out on the court, they were extremely focused, and we got off to a really good start. And then we had a little stretch in the game where we kind of, let our foot off the gas pedal, but we picked it back up and we finished strong. So all of these things are part of our process with this team, and all the challenges that come in front of us are new, and we're dealing with them as best as we can. Hopefully, once we wrap up the non-conference, we can go in the conference and have seen just about everything, and we'll be ready to respond when it comes up to us in the game.
Last couple of years, you've been able to win games on the road. You've had to, because the schedule had you on the road quite a bit. Now you're at home, 8 games so far. You'll have a 9th game coming up on Saturday, but taking advantage of being at home, how important has that been? You're 7-1 this season in Trask.
It's been extremely important. You always have to protect home. So the lesson that we've learned from playing so many home games is, once we get these conference opponents coming to Trask, we have to make sure we take care of them. We can't lose home games, and so we've been playing with really good intent in most of our home games. But it's been good. The guys have been comfortable being able to sleep in their own bed. They've been able to stick with their routine. It's been good for us coaches when you talk about preparation. So it's been good overall.
On the flip side of that, though, you've talked to them in the past, there's more distractions being at home. It's nice to be at home, sleep in your own bed, have the fans, but there are distractions as well. Is that kind of a little bit of a challenge, a give and take when you look at being at home as compared to being on the road?
Yeah, that's something that you think about, but I think we've been able to handle it pretty well. Being 7-1, in 8 games here in Trask, I think that's pretty good. So I think the guys, they feel good with their routine. I don't think they're detouring away from that too much. To a man, each one of those guys have been very focused and locked in. So I don't think it's knocking them off focus.
And again, we go back to this experienced team, and we talked a little bit about that last game before the holiday break, and how do you respond? Is it when you have so many veteran players, does it make your job easier as a head coach and the coaching staff?
No, it doesn't. What makes it a little bit easier is having guys that have been in a program and that know the standard. They know the expectation. Guys like Noah, Nolan, Donovan, Kamari, those guys really set the table for the other day. They set it back when we started prepping for Asheville, so it's a plus having those guys in the program now. The new guys, they're starting to see how the returners are acting and how they handle certain situations, and so that's good for them to pick that up. But it's slowly coming together, and we're getting, you talk about our maturity and our experience. Our actions are starting to catch up to that. So, that's really, right now, that's really all I want from them.
And you mentioned those 4 guys. To have those 4 guys is great, but to have them each be contributors the way they are and playing the way they are, that makes a difference as well, I would think.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. Nobody's going to really listen to a guy who's not playing much and who's not producing, so it definitely helps to have those guys producing. It makes them a little bit more credible in the locker room when they say something. And set that aside, the way they carry themselves before the game even happens. It's something that, they've learned over the last few years. So it gives them credibility, when they produce. And, I think everybody, the returners and everybody in the locker room, newcomers, everybody in the locker room, they respect them and they listen to them.
Yeah, it's certainly showing right now. Again, UNCW back-to-back wins, both of them really good team victories. We'll take our first break here. When we get back, we'll start diving into those. We'll start with the Florida Gulf Coast game from last Wednesday in Trask Coliseum. Stay with us. Our first break here at Buffalo Wild Wings is Talkin to Takayo.
New River Friday, Buffalo Wild Wings is making Thursday the best day of the week. Every Thursday, enjoy buy one and get one free boneless wings with takeout or delivery from B-Dubs. Ready to score double the sauce for half the price? Buy one and get one of equal value free boneless wings on Thursday. Not valid with any other offers. Size exclusions may apply. Limit one while supplies last. Delivery and takeout available at participating Buffalo Wild Wings locations. Limited time offer. Delivery subject to availability. Fees may apply. Valid only for orders placed through the Buffalo Wild Wings app or website.
Oh, what a great camping trip for the Williams family. It was epic, Zach. And this week's MVP was their 2024 Ford Bronco SUV, Matt. Absolutely. It hauled everything and everyone to this great spot by the lake. And get them back in time for the big game. Yeah, let's go! Let's go.
With
With the Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport SUV on your team, it's game on. For the latest offers, go to buyfordnow.com or see your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Hey Seahawk fans, there's a new 7-Eleven in town, now open at 4615 Market Street. Find all your favorites like Big Bite hot dogs, pizza, taquitos, Big Gulps, and Slurpees. Everything you need to get back on the go. Check out what's new with coffee from 7-Eleven, and be sure to grab one of our delicious fresh bakery items, like a cookie or muffin. Visit the new 7-Eleven, now open at 4615 Market Street, and download the 7 Rewards app to score free food and drinks.
All-Star Flags is the Cape Fear source for all of your flag-related needs with high-quality American-made flags and poles. We also specialize in custom flags and banners, including the championship banners hanging within Trask Coliseum. All-Star Flags offers full-service installation on flagpoles, both residential and commercial. Visit our showroom and browse through our selection of U.S., state, military, sports, and international flags. Or check us out online at allstarflags.com. All-Star Flags, quality in every star.
The wait is over. iFly Wilmington is here. Get ready to soar at our grand opening on November 30th. Feel the rush, defy gravity, and make memories for all ages. Great for families, parties, and corporate events. Book a 2-flight package for $74.95 today at iflywilmington.com. It's time to fly.
It's bow time. It's not just football season. It's tailgate season. And that includes every kind of football, whether it's got goalkeepers or goalposts. The kick is good! Because it doesn't matter where or how you tailgate. When you've got crispy chicken and fluffy buttermilk biscuits from Bojangles, your tailgate is better than great. It's legendary. Head to Bojangles and order your tailgate box with boldly seasoned chicken, fixins, biscuits, and legendary iced tea today. It's bow time.
Keith Altman with Alpha Mortgage. As a former Seahawk, I know the importance of teamwork. So whether you're here at Trask Coliseum or at beautiful Brooks Field, take comfort in knowing that my team has you covered. From downtown to the suburbs to the beach. Give Alpha Mortgage a call. And go Hawks!
Join O2 Fitness and save $15 per month with the UNCW Student Special. Your membership gives you access to all 4 locations in Wilmington, located on Independence Boulevard, Racine Drive, in Mayfair Town Center, and in Porter's Neck. Visit in club or go to o2fitnessclubs.com/UNCW. That's the letter O, the number 2, fitnessclubs with an S.com/UNCW, and a membership advisor will help you get started with your student rate.
Talking Takayo here at Buffalo Wild Wings Old Eastwood Road location. Mike Vaccaro with you alongside the coach, Takayo Siddle. Off to a great start here in his 5th season, 9-3 for UNCW. And again, the test last week was bouncing back after the setback to Howard the week before. So, Coach, it started with Wednesday's game, Florida Gulf Coast. And this is a team, you beat them down there a year ago. They had a couple of returning players and some good players on this team as well. And this was a game, once again, it was tied a couple times, but you never trailed, and you were able to keep them at arm's length throughout this game. What would impress you most about this win, 79-66 over the Eagles?
We talked about a few things going into the game, and the fact that we were able to go out and execute it the way that better than I expected us to was pretty impressive. And once you get knocked down like we did at Howard, mentally you could start to go to different places as a player, and I just told them, hey, look, we took a loss, and it's not the end of the world. It's how you respond to it. And, you're going to face adversity all year. You're going to face adversity in games. And we have to be able to handle that when it comes up. But I wanted them to, going into this game, I wanted them to understand that if I was Florida Gulf Coast, and I told them this, I would have put everything out in front of them that happened last year. And I would have told them that they got punked. We were the tougher team. we just completely set the tone and controlled the game. And so mentally, I wanted them to understand that they were going to be coming in and they were going to be ticked off and trying to get revenge. And we needed to be ready to match and exceed their intensity and toughness. So I thought we did that. I thought we were locked in. We knew we were going to have our hands full because they're a good scoring team. And I thought we locked in for the entire game.
Going into this game, you knew you were going to have Noah Ross back in this rotation. He had a really nice game with 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, just 1 turnover, a steal, played 22 minutes. I mean, what was your expectations for him going into this game after not playing the last 4?
I don't know. I knew he would come out and play hard, but he had come into my office the day before the game, and he said, "What's your expectation from me? Like, what should I be expecting?" And I said, "Well, I want to play you. I want to win the game. Like, I want to play as much as you can handle." And he said, "I'm ready to go. I can play 40 minutes if you need me to." And that was really all I needed to hear. And so when we put him in, he immediately sparked us. And, his energy and his presence out on the court is something that we've missed. And, for him to produce like he did, I didn't expect that. But I was glad that he did.
And it seems like with him back now, this is what you envision maybe for this team, a 9-man rotation. All these guys kind of starting to know their roles, know what they can do, and hey, maybe it's a Ross on a Wednesday night, then it's a Hodge on a Saturday night that gets to shine.
Yeah, some of this stuff, Mike, you try to get in front of in the summer times and try to prepare them for it, but some of this stuff you have to let it happen organically. And unfortunately, our numbers are a little bit down, but they're exactly where I want them to be at a 9-man rotation, like you said. Now we can really start to get some rhythm with our in-game rotations. The guys can feel comfortable and confident that they're going to go in and play 20 to 22 minutes every night, and they can just focus in on playing their role and doing their job. So I think as a whole, I think it's made everybody comfortable and helped everybody get a little rhythm right now.
Yeah, sometimes more isn't better. I mean, you have an 11-man rotation, 12-man rotation. That gets tough, I think, to manage and to handle and to keep everybody happy during that time as well. Donovan Newby, no problems with him. 32 minutes, 21 points in this game, 7 of 13, 4 of 9 from three-point range. Again, he continues to be the most consistent of the Seahawks, and maybe somebody that you look back and say, boy, he was overlooked by everybody else because he's been the leader of this team right now.
Yeah, he's extremely valuable. You talked about his stats, but outside of that, Mike, his leadership is something that we've lacked in this program for years. We've had some pretty good leaders, but he's coming into his own as a leader for this program, and he's commanding huddles. He's getting everybody organized. He's making sure everybody's on the same page. He's not only is he playing some really good basketball, but he's taking ownership in the program a little bit, and I like that.
Yeah, he's a transfer kid, but now the third year in the program, like you said, it's hard to envision him wearing a uniform other than UNCW the way he's playing right now and leading this team. You also had Nolan Hodge, 11 points in this contest as well. But as a team, only 4 turnovers, the second time this season, 4 against App State, 4 against Florida Gulf Coast. So what is it about the way you guys take care of the basketball? Because it's been a plus, knock on wood, that's been a plus this year for UNCW.
Yeah, I think we're making simple plays. We're not, if you notice now, it's not a lot of dribbling going on. It's more passing and more energy in our body. But we're doing a good job of just making the simple right play and making the play for UNCW, and I think this helped us. If you notice anything about the past, especially a couple years ago when we had a turnover problem, it was guys trying to over-dribble and, overcomplicate things. And these guys are buying into letting the ball just find the right play. And, we're doing that at a high level right now, and I want to continue to do that.
Yeah, 14 assists in this game. But maybe the key when you break it all down, holding Florida Gulf Coast to 66 points after a game where Howard had 88, got back to the defensive end. What was it about the defense? How were you able to clamp down on the Eagles?
Yeah, we had great energy. We had great intent. We knew what was going on. Like, we knew everything that they were going to run. We knew, their personnel to a T, and we were extremely connected on the end of the floor. And the thing to point out with the guys is have them understand. We have 9 wins, but a couple of those wins were high scoring. The other team was scoring in the 80s, and then we've had about 5-6 of those wins where we completely just strapped down on defense, and we've let our defense win the game. They need to understand how we won those games. Needs to be our calling card moving forward.
Yeah, 5 of your last 6 wins, your opponent has scored less than 70 in a game. Kamari McGriff coming up to 34 points. You knew it wasn't going to be as easy as you said post-game, though. He was going up against a big guy, Keyshawn Kelman, a defensive lineman type of player as well. But after you score 34, you kind of move up on that chart as the teams start to prepare for you now.
Yeah. With him, with Donovan, I always tell them, like, you are a marked man now, okay? So everything that you do, when you go into the gym and you're working out, you need to up your level a little bit more, okay? If you're a guy like Donovan on the perimeter, you need to work on getting open a little bit better, with a little bit more intent. So everything has to be, leveled up a little bit. And so I think for Kamari, I think that's a learning process for him. He's got to go through that because I don't think he quite understands that when you score 34, they're trying not to let you catch the basketball, and when you do catch it, they're going to send doubles at you. All right, how can you still be effective when that stuff is happening? And I think it's all comes from him leveling up with everything that he's doing.
As we mentioned, 34 on 14 of 16 shooting, so it wasn't like he took 34 shots to get 34 points. High-level basketball that he played at Howard last week. But again, the Seahawks bounce back. They get the win 79-66, the final score over Florida Gulf Coast. That would lead into UNC Asheville, the final game before the holiday break. We'll take a break here. When we get back, we'll talk about that matchup next. Stay with us. We're talking to Takayo here at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Wilmington has trusted Reed's Jewelers with their life's moments for more than 76 years. Come visit our brand new store in Independence Mall and shop the area's largest selection of diamonds, bridal jewelry, diamond fashion, Pandora, and much more. Wilmington has voted Reed's as the best jeweler for a reason. Quality jewelry, a friendly atmosphere, and personalized service are what sets us apart. Come visit us to celebrate all life's moments at Reed's Jewelers' beautiful new store at Independence Mall.
New Hanover County tax evaluation will be out early 2025. If you feel your tax value is too high, get an appraiser and broker to review it with you by contacting Tim at Kennedy's Real Estate Services at 910-799-1068 or online at kennedyres.com. Tim's not only a UNCW fan, but he's also your local appraiser and broker, here to assist you with your valuation and any brokerage needs within New Hanover County. Kennedy's Real Estate, here to help you soar, just like the Seahawks.
Dr. Christopher Branco of Oleander Chiropractic wants you to know that you don't have to be a UNCW athlete to be treated like one. Stop by Oleander Chiropractic on Oleander Drive in the Arboretum behind Port City, Java, and you'll get the best care in a safe, comfortable family atmosphere. Dr. Branco has 15 years experience and is the official chiropractic consultant of UNCW Athletics. Oleander Chiropractic is open Monday through Friday with morning and evening appointments available. Most insurance is accepted. For help, tips, and coupons, visit OleanderChiropractic.com.
Tis the season for Hardee's handcrafted goodness. Made from scratch buttermilk biscuits pulled fresh from the oven. The return of special traditions like salty sweet candied bacon. And faithful friends like Hardee's cinnamon raisin biscuits gathered near to us and served all day, all season long. From icing drizzled biscuits to savory charbroiled burgers, unwrap the holiday goodness of Hardee's. And now enjoy breakfast till noon. Available for limited time at participating locations. Items may vary.
Brewster's ice cream is made in-store daily the old-fashioned way, serving over 24 premium flavors and artisan desserts, including crunchy handmade waffle cones, customized sundaes, candy-filled blast, and thick milkshakes. Custom order Brewster's ice cream cakes or pies with your favorite flavor. Brewster's gift cards make a great gift year-round. Taste the Brewster's difference at 4414 South 17th Street in Wilmington. If you can't make it to us, we'll come to you with DoorDash. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Brewster's Ice Cream Wilmington.
If you're looking for a center console boat with versatility, style, and value, check out Seaboard Boats at Marine Warehouse Center. Seaboard models ranging from 22 foot to 26 foot. The LX series is more than capable of shallow coastal runs, but also adds hardcore offshore fishing. Don't settle for less. Let Marine Warehouse set you up with a Seaboard boat that's powered with a Suzuki-powered outboard. Get yours before they're gone. Visit Marine Warehouse Center on Market Street or marinewarehousecenter.com.
Premier Pools and Spas of Wilmington specializes in gunite pools, fiberglass pools, and outdoor living, kitchens, and hardscape landscaping. Premier knows buying a pool is a big decision for your family. That's why Premier professionals emphasize clarity of communication throughout the process to ensure your peace of mind. From designing your ideal oasis right down to decking out with an array of customizable features, you can trust us to turn your vision into reality. Premier Pools and Spas serving Wilmington and the surrounding areas. Online at premierpoolsandspas.com.
Hi, I'm Joey Pollard, local owner of Willow World right here in Wilmington. You may have seen me and my daughter Hannah on TV over the years. We're proud to be your local experts in exterior remodeling. Whether supplying storm protection or security, Window World still has you covered. Thank you, Wilmington, for all your support over the years. Window World, Wilmington's choice for 25 years in counting.
Window World, simply the best for life.
Talking to Takayo here at Buffalo Wild Wings Old Eastwood Road location. Mike Takayo with the coach, Takayo Siddle, head coach of the Seahawks, and again, UNCW 9-3. They've won 6 of their last 7, and that included a win on Saturday against UNC Asheville. 85-74 the final score in this game. And, Coach, this is another team you beat on the road a year ago, so you had that revenge factor you're trying to deal with. You had the holidays coming up as well. But, again, really to start this game, the focus off the charts. It was, 9-0 to start this game.
Yeah, we had a good way about us. And like I said in the post game, the game before the game is always a factor, but it's even more magnified in a game like this where they're going home right after the game, and I wanted them to just focus for 2 hours. I wanted them to lock in. We had great prep days. I talk about that a lot. And then we came out and we had a way about us. We had a great physical disposition about us to where, we weren't going to be denied. Now, some adversity came in the game, and you look at it, one of the huddles, when that was happening, it was uncomfortable, it was, but, I talked to him about the adversities that we had faced previous in certain games, and how maybe we didn't handle it so well. But this was our chance to see if we really learned a lesson from those games, and I thought we did. We responded the right way, and some big performances by certain guys helped us get over the hump.
Yeah, you were up 20 at one point in that first half. A couple of breakdowns defensively leading into the halftime. You're still up 14 points, but you were not pleased heading into the locker room. Did that help you to kind of keep the focus of the kids? Because, again, you didn't want them to kind of be lackadaisical in the second half.
I think it helped. I was happy with how we were playing, Mike. I talked to him a lot about trying to level up and become a dominant team, and we're certainly not there yet. We have a ways to go, but we had a prime opportunity to take a step forward with that, and I'm not sure if we did because we let them come back, but a lesson that we can learn from that is next time we get in that position, we need to lock in a little bit more. We need to play extremely hard. We need to be the tougher team. We need to out-compete and not, fall into human nature and get complacent and lackadaisical. So, I'll just take that and chalk that up as one of the lessons that we can that we've learned that we can be better from moving forward.
Nolan Hodge was really good at career high 21, 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. He had a plus 13 with his plus minus, but you thought his defense could be a little bit better.
Yeah, that's one of my guys right there. I told his mom the other day, it's certain guys that I've coached that I know that I'll we'll be in each other's lives forever. He's one of them, because he just gets it. The family is great. They have been the whole time. So we have that relationship to where we both agreed that his defense was below average, and I thought he was a little soft on that end of the floor, and he agreed with it. And he understood it, but offensively he was, he played some big time basketball, made some big time shots, and we need him to give us 10 to 15 a game. That only makes us more dangerous.
Yeah, back-to-back double-figure scoring games for Hodge. I thought some of the shots he took, again, to my eyes, it was some high degree of difficulty that he made look really good.
Yeah, his the best part of his game offensively is playing in the mid-range area. And early on, he got away from it, and I don't understand why. But he's really good inside the arc. Now, he can make threes, but he's 6'7" and a half, Mike. He can elevate over people, and he's got really good touch inside the arc. So we've done some things to try to get him more looks in there, and he's done a really good job getting to his spots and capitalizing on it.
Asheville mounting a little comeback in this game, but the second half, Donovan Newby saw that, and he said, I got you guys.
Yeah.
20 points all in the second half. Is there a moment where you see that in his eyes, or did you tell him it's your time right now?
Yeah, he was looking a little fatigued. It was like 15:55 on the clock, and me and him made eye contact during a dead ball, and I said, you have to go into your mode. And I'm not saying that's the reason why he ended up with 20, but it was time for him to get going and be more aggressive for his own. And he turned it on, and that was one of the best performances I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, 20 points, 6 of 10, 3 of 5 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 assists, just 1 turnover. We get a plus 17 in this game. So, we talked a lot last year, the last couple of years about shy time, but Newby time is starting to shine as well. In a little different way because, again, he can drive, he can get to the free throw line, he can hit the three as well as he's been able to do that a little bit more consistently. He's just becoming such a valuable player on this team.
He is, and I talk to the guys a lot about this, Mike, is a difference between a winning basketball player and just a basketball player. He is a winning basketball player. You can tell that he's out there focused and playing intentional basketball on both ends of the floor, and you can just see his passion and obsession with the game. I just talked to him on the way over here. He was in the gym working out. Like he's one of us.
Is there anybody else in there?
He was in there with a trainer and his dad. His dad, loves to coach him up, and he does a great job. But he was in there today getting some work in.
That says something. I'm sure most of the other players, if not all of them, are gone, right?
Yep, all of them are gone, but he decided to stay and because he wanted to work out. He didn't want to go back to Chicago.
Well, there you go. That says a lot about Donovan Newby, what he's been doing for this team. And again, another game where UNCW led wire to wire, never trailed. They win this game 85-74 over UNC Asheville. Again, putting themselves at 9-3 to start this season. We'll take a break. When we get back, we'll have our Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week. Maybe it's Newby. Maybe it's not. Stay with us. We'll find out in just a moment. We're talking to Takayo here at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, let's go ahead and huddle up, wing lovers. You do know you can double your count for less on Wing Tuesdays at Buffalo Wild Wings, right? Well, here's what you do. Buy one order of traditional wings and get the second one for 50% off. No time to dine, don't sweat it. Order for delivery and then wing it up with the crew at home. Or you can pick up Buffalo Wild Wings takeout when you're on the go. Limit 1 per order. Not valid with any other offers. Additional terms and conditions apply. Wing Tuesdays at Buffalo Wild Wings. Double your count for less. Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud supporter of Seahawk Athletics.
At Pawn USA, we buy, sell, trade, and loan money on almost anything. Buying? Come check out our amazing inventory at our 5 convenient locations. Selling? We can give you cash or a loan for your items on the spot. Find the Pawn USA nearest you in Wallace, Charlotte, Leland, and in Wilmington, and we'll work with you for an enjoyable and beneficial experience. Ask about our free layaway plan and check us out at pawnusa.net and on eBay. There's always a new find at Pawn USA.
Hampton Inn University and Hampton Inn Suites Landville Park are proud UNCW Seahawks sponsors. Award-winning hotels providing rooms, suites, catering, and meeting rooms. Ask for the Seahawks special. Call 910-399-9006. That's 910-399-9006. HamptonInn.com and support the Seahawks.
Hey Seahawk fans, there's a new 7-Eleven in town, now open at 4615 Market Street. Find all your favorites like Big Bite hot dogs, pizza, taquitos, Big Gulps, and Slurpees. Everything you need to get back on the go. Check out what's new with coffee from 7-Eleven, and be sure to grab one of our delicious fresh bakery items, like a cookie or muffin. Visit the new 7-Eleven, now open at 4615 Market Street, and download the 7 Rewards app to score free food and drinks.
Hi, I'm Joey Pollard, local owner of Willow World right here in Wilmington. You may have seen me and my daughter Hannah on TV over the years. We're proud to be your local experts in exterior remodeling. Whether supplying storm protection or security, Window World still has you covered. Thank you, Wilmington, for all your support over the years. Window World, Wilmington's choice for 25 years in counting.
Window World, simply the best for life.
I'm Josh Barber for Capital Ford Lincoln of Wilmington. It's our desire to be Wilmington's premier source for all your automotive needs. Our knowledge, selection, and most importantly, customer service is second to none. Whether you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, need regularly scheduled maintenance, technical repair, or collision service, we invite you to experience the way we do business. So come see us at Capital Ford Lincoln of Wilmington on Oleander Drive and let us be your car dealer. Remember, if you buy anywhere else, you'll pay too much, and go Seahawks.
Preparing for the big game, athletes practice countless hours year-round. Then, it's game time, and their fans get to see the results, cheering on their team to a win. At Coastline Insurance, we're working hard behind the scenes, preparing for when you need us, because we want our customers to be our biggest fans. Let Coastline Insurance shop your coverage and find out why we say, when we shop, you win. Find us online at coastlineinsurance.com.
The wait is over. iFly Wilmington is here. Get ready to soar at our grand opening on November 30th. Feel the rush, defy gravity, and make memories for all ages. Great for families, parties, and corporate events. Book a 2-flight package for $74.95 today at iflywilmington.com. It's time to fly.
Join O2 Fitness and save $15 per month with the UNCW Student Special. Your membership gives you access to all 4 locations in Wilmington, located on Independence Boulevard, Racine Drive, in Mayfair Town Center, and in Porter's Neck. Visit in club or go to o2fitnessclubs.com/UNCW. That's the letter O, the number 2, fitnessclubs with an S.com/UNCW, and a membership advisor will help you get started with your student rate.
When it comes to industrial, hydraulic, hose, and marine supplies, FP Pencil Supply Company is a company you can trust. If we don't have what you need in stock, we'll get it. If you need help troubleshooting a problem, we'll do our best to solve it at competitive prices. We call it the Pencil Focus. Simply put, we know trust comes from a good experience, and we've been providing that to our customers from Wilmington to Jacksonville for 50 years. On the web at fencelsupply.com. That's FENSEL supply.com. Talking to Takayo here at Buffalo Wild Wings Old Eastwood Road location. We'll be back at it next Monday as well. UNCW just one game in between. The Seahawks 9-3. The best record among CA schools right now is UNCW overall record. So again, conference play starting on January 2nd for everybody else. It's already started for Hampton and A&T. They played one game a couple of weeks ago. Hampton won that game. They were 1-0. A&T 0-1. Everybody else will begin play on Thursday, January 2nd. The Seahawks will do that against Towson. Our Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week this week, and it is Donovan Newby. Not just the Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week, but he's also Co-Player of the Week in the CAA. So the first season for UNCW, and for Newby, how about these numbers, Coach? In the 2 games, he averaged 20.5 points, averaged 3 assists, 6 assists, 1 turnover in the 2 games combined. Shot 56.5% from the field, 13 of 23. 50% from 3, making 7 of 14. 80% from the free throw line, 8 of 10. He's had 20 or more points 4 times this year, again, including the last 2 outings for him. So, again, talking about the person he is, the leader he is, but statistically and what he's doing on the floor as well has been off the charts for this team right now.
When you look at just the state of college basketball and with NIL and all of that, he's a throwback. Nolan, those guys are throwbacks, right? The guys that have been in the program and they just stick with it. They're loyal to the program. They're loyal to you and your staff. They start to become you. They start to have the identity that you're looking for in terms of just doing things the right way and going about their business in a mature way. And so for a guy like that to experience success, you can only be extremely excited and happy for him.
He started at Wisconsin-Milwaukee, but he seems like a kid that could have played here his entire career. Do you remember recruiting him, what it was like when you first saw him?
Yeah, we had just lost Jalen Sims, who was a really good point guard for us. And so I often tell people that Donovan is one of the most important recruits that we've had since I've been here, because after Jalen, we didn't know what direction we were going in, and Donovan came and he's been rock solid for 2 years, and then now he's starting to emerge as one of the better guards in this league. From day one when we met him, we knew he had the character that we were looking for. His parents were great. They wanted to be here. They wanted to be a part of this community, and I think it's been a perfect marriage so far.
That said, when he came, he was a starter. Then when he was coming off the bench, not as consistent one way or the other. Easy for him to say, okay, I'm gonna leave again. I'm gonna transfer again, especially as a grad transfer this year. So that says something about him and what this place means to him.
Absolutely. He's immersed into Wilmington. His mom lives here. His dad's always in here, but. A kid that understands where he's at in his process, right? Understanding that coming from his last institution is completely different from being here. This is a different culture, and the way we do things and the accountability that we place on them is completely different. And so he took the time to, just get equipped to everything that comes with being a UNCW basketball player, and he stuck with it and worked his tail off and only cared about the name across the front of the jersey. And individually, he's starting to really, play some good basketball.
Yeah, having an all-conference type of season so far for UNCW. Donovan Newby, once again, the co-player of the week in the conference, Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week as well. Seahawks, memories are made with good friends off the beaten path. It's time to get into a built wild Ford Bronco or Ford Bronco Sports. See your Carolina Ford dealer, proud partner of Seahawk Athletics. Well, among the wins, or in addition to the wins in the classroom because of GPA over 3.0 this semester for UNCW men's basketball as well. So again, we talk about the 9-3 record. They are student athletes. To see them excel in the classroom has to be nice for you as their head coach.
Yeah, we never recruit guys just to come here and play basketball. We always talk about, building the whole person. And, the one promise that I make to the parents, and I don't make many promises to them, is that we're going to make sure that we help them grow and develop off the court as young men. If they embrace it the right way, they'll be completely different when they leave here. And I always tell them, I'm going to promise you that they're going to get their degree. We're going to make sure that they are when they leave here, they're a complete person. And then basketball, I always say, is secondary to all of that. If you take care of those first two things, being a good person, taking care of your academics, basketball is just kind of, icing on the cake, really.
And again, we mentioned earlier that somebody like Kamari McGriff graduating in 3.5 years. So outstanding semester for UNCW men's basketball, GPA over 3.0 as a team. So kudos to them. We'll take another break. More to come here from Buffalo Wild Wings. We're talking to Takayo here this Monday. Stay with us.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. cue the fireworks, we have an official best zero sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Oh, what a great camping trip for the Williams family. It was epic, Zach. And this week's MVP was their 2024 Ford Bronco SUV, Matt. Absolutely. It hauled everything and everyone to this great spot by the lake. And get them back in time for the big game. Yeah, let's go! Let's go. With the Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport SUV on your team, it's game on. For the latest offers, go to buyfordnow.com or see your Carolina Ford dealer today.
New Hanover County tax evaluation will be out early 2025. If you feel your tax value is too high, get an appraiser and broker to review it with you by contacting Tim at Kennedy's Real Estate Services at 910-799-1068 or online at kennedyres.com. Tim's not only a UNCW fan, but he's also your local appraiser and broker, here to assist you with your valuation and any brokerage needs within New Hanover County. Kennedy's Real Estate, here to help you soar, just like the Seahawks.
Dr. Christopher Branco of Oleander Chiropractic wants you to know that you don't have to be a UNCW athlete to be treated like one. Stop by Oleander Chiropractic on Oleander Drive in the Arboretum behind Port City, Java, and you'll get the best care in a safe, comfortable family atmosphere. Dr. Branco has 15 years experience and is the official chiropractic consultant of UNCW Athletics. Oleander Chiropractic is open Monday through Friday with morning and evening appointments available. Most insurance is accepted. For help, tips, and coupons, visit OleanderChiropractic.com.
All-Star Flags is the Cape Fear source for all of your flag-related needs with high-quality American-made flags and poles. We also specialize in custom flags and banners, including the championship banners hanging within Trask Coliseum. All-Star Flags offers full-service installation on flagpoles, both residential and commercial. Visit our showroom and browse through our selection of U.S., state, military, sports, and international flags. Or check us out online at allstarflags.com. All-Star Flags, quality in every star.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake you Hardee's original made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuits. Famous since 1977 and still baked fresh every 15 minutes. It's not the easy way, but it's the only way to make Hardee's breakfast so good. Like our mix-and-match handcrafted breakfast biscuits. Select items now 2 for $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Tax not included. Price and participation may vary.
If you're looking for a flats boat, Marine Warehouse Center has it. Spider boats are the fastest growing, most affordable brand of flats boats on the market. Flats boats and skinny water fishing shouldn't be only available to those with deep pockets. Every Spider boat comes with a 10-year limited hull warranty. Marine Warehouse has Spider boats packed to the brim with features to accommodate everyone and powered with Yamaha outboards. Visit Marine Warehouse Center on Market Street or marinewarehousecenter.com.
Premier Pools and Spas of Wilmington specializes in gunite pools, fiberglass pools, and outdoor living, kitchens, and hardscape landscaping. Premier knows buying a pool is a big decision for your family. That's why Premier professionals emphasize clarity of communication throughout the process to ensure your peace of mind. From designing your ideal oasis right down to decking out with an array of customizable features, you can trust us to turn your vision into reality. Premier Pools and Spas, serving Wilmington and the surrounding areas. Online at premierpoolsandspas.com.
Wilmington has trusted Reed's Jewelers with their life's moments for more than 76 years. Come visit our brand new store in Independence Mall and shop the area's largest selection of diamonds, bridal jewelry, diamond fashion, Pandora, and much more. Wilmington has voted Reed's as the best jeweler for a reason. Quality jewelry, a friendly atmosphere, and personalized service are what sets us apart. Come visit us to celebrate all life's moments at Reed's Jewelers' beautiful new store at Independence Mall.
Brewster's ice cream is made in-store daily the old-fashioned way, serving over 24 premium flavors and artisan desserts, including crunchy handmade waffle cones, customized sundaes, candy-filled blast, and thick milkshakes. Custom order Brewster's ice cream cakes or pies with your favorite flavor. Brewster's gift cards make a great gift year-round. Taste the Brewster's difference at 4414 South 17th Street in Wilmington. If you can't make it to us, we'll come to you with DoorDash. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Brewster's Ice Cream Wilmington.
Talking to Takayo here at Buffalo Wild Wings Old Eastwood Road location. Come on out and join us next Monday. UNCW again 9-3 to start this season. Holidays around the corner this week, and that brings me to my next question, Coach. I want to know. I think your parents are here, right?
Yep.
I want to know. Do you remember as a kid your best present you ever got? Your best gift you got from your parents? Putting you on the spot here with Mom and Dad here.
Yeah, my mom could probably answer that better than I could, but probably some type of gaming system. You know, you get a gaming system on Christmas, and then that's the only present you open up, and you're just playing it all day, all night. So it's probably something like that, maybe a PlayStation or something. And then I was always crazy about my clothes, so I had to make sure I had some nice outfits laid out, and then I'm a shoe guy, so yeah, we love our shoes. So it was probably something in one of those categories.
Yeah, see, I would say a gaming system too. I'm a little older than you, so I would say Atari. You probably don't know what that is, right?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
It's made a comeback, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there you go. So again, it is the holiday break. The kids are home, most of them, down to newbies in the gym shooting and get ready for the next game. But what does this week look like now, team-wise, getting ready for Spartanburg Methodist on Saturday and then the conference the following week?
Yeah, the guys will come back, unfortunately, on Christmas Day. We'll practice about 3 or 3:30. We'll go for about an hour and 15 minutes, just to get all of the laziness, all of the good food, good home cooking. We'll get all of that out of their system on the 25th, and then we'll try to have some productive practices on the 26th and 27th before we play on the 28th. But you know, we're gonna get after it. You know, I told the coaches, at worst, I just want us to get back to the level that we are right now, because I know their condition is going to take a hit, the timing and their skill set a little bit. It'll be off a little bit, but I just want us to get back to that level. That's why we scheduled that game on the 28th to try to iron some of the kinks out before we go into conference play.
Do you send the players home with any kind of regimen, anything that they need to do while they're home?
No, I don't. I just told them I don't want them playing pickup. I don't want them playing any type of one-on-one, and just get some skill work in and get your conditioning and lift a little bit and get out of the gym.
I know you're not looking past Spartanburg Methodist, but the conference is starting the week after. Do you do anything in preparation for the conference this week? Do you add anything in, new elements, new wrinkles, new offense, anything like that?
Yeah, we're just going to tighten up on some things that we haven't seen as much this non-conference as I thought we would. I thought we'd see a little bit more zone. So we're going to work. We're going to work on our zone offense a lot when we get back, and we're going to make sure that our skill set, the ball handling, the passing, the shooting, all of that stuff is up to par. So we're going to spend a lot of time on that, but we'll continue to work on our zone with our big lineup. So it's a few things I have on my mind right now, and I strategically have our practices planned out for the next few days when they get back to attack certain things.
Does his time off help some of the guys with some with some of the injuries? We didn't see Kamari McGriff the second half on Saturday. What does this do for him?
I think it does a lot for him in a positive way, just to relax his body a little bit. I think his soreness came from overuse. The kid's in here at 6 a.m. every morning, and for a 2 o'clock game, he probably shouldn't have done that. But those guys are a little nicked up. It gives them some time to let those injuries heal and get their bodies feeling a little bit better.
Again, for somebody like Kamari, he's more of a focal point than he was in the past. Is he learning that too from a standpoint of taking care of his body, because he's probably getting beat up a little bit more with that ball inside than he was maybe in the past?
I think he's learning. I think he's learning that, he's always with Donovan. So Donovan's always in the cold tub, and in the boots, getting massages, all types of stuff. So wherever Donovan is, Kamari's right beside him, and he's learning a lot from him. And he was best friends with Shaquem, and Shaquem was the exact same way. So he's learned a lot from those guys.
So again, a good break for somebody like Kamari McGriff, some of these other guys as well, nursing some bruises and bumps as the season goes along here. We'll take our final break. When we get back, we'll turn our focus to Spartanburg Methodist. The next game for UNCW on Saturday. Stay with us. Talking to Takayo, Buffalo Wild Wings.
At Pawn USA, we buy, sell, trade, and loan money on almost anything. Buying? Come check out our amazing inventory at our 5 convenient locations. Selling? We can give you cash or a loan for your items on the spot. Find the Pawn USA nearest you in Wallace, Charlotte, Leland, and in Wilmington, and we'll work with you for an enjoyable and beneficial experience. Ask about our free layaway plan and check us out at pawnusa.net and on eBay. There's always a new find at Pawn USA.
I'm Josh Barber for Capital Ford Lincoln of Wilmington. It's our desire to be Wilmington's premier source for all your automotive needs. Our knowledge, selection, and most importantly, customer service is second to none. Whether you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, need regularly scheduled maintenance, technical repair, or collision service, we invite you to experience the way we do business. So come see us at Capital Ford Lincoln of Wilmington on Oleander Drive and let us be your car dealer. Remember, if you buy anywhere else, you'll pay too much, and go Seahawks.
Hampton Inn University and Hampton Inn Suites Landville Park are proud UNCW Seahawks sponsors. Award-winning hotels providing rooms, suites, catering, and meeting rooms. Ask for the Seahawks special. Call 910-399-9006. That's 910-399-9006. HamptonInns.com and support the Seahawks.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip. Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
It's bow time. It's not just football season. It's tailgate season. And that includes every kind of football, whether it's got goalkeepers or goalposts. The kick is good! Because it doesn't matter where or how you tailgate. When you've got crispy chicken and fluffy buttermilk biscuits from Bojangles, your tailgate is better than great. It's legendary. Head to Bojangles and order your tailgate box with boldly seasoned chicken, fixins, biscuits, and legendary iced tea today. It's bow time.
Keith Altman with Alpha Mortgage. As a former Seahawk, I know the importance of teamwork. So whether you're here at Trask Coliseum or at beautiful Brooks Field, take comfort in knowing that my team has you covered. From downtown to the suburbs to the beach. Give Alpha Mortgage a call. And go Hawks!
When it comes to industrial, hydraulic, hose, and marine supplies, FP Fensel Supply Company is a company you can trust. If we don't have what you need in stock, we'll get it. If you need help troubleshooting a problem, we'll do our best to solve it at competitive prices. We call it the Fensel Focus. Simply put, we know trust comes from a good experience, and we've been providing that to our customers from Wilmington to Jacksonville for 50 years. On the web at fenselsupply.com. That's FENSEL supply.com.
Preparing for the big game, athletes practice countless hours year-round. Then, it's game time, and their fans get to see the results, cheering on their team to a win. At Coastline Insurance, we're working hard behind the scenes, preparing for when you need us, because we want our customers to be our biggest fans. Let Coastline Insurance shop your coverage and find out why we say, when we shop, you win. Find us online at coastlineinsurance.com.
Back to wrap things up here on this Monday at Buffalo Wild Wings. Talking to Takayo again. We're back at it next Monday. Do join us out here, as the show will also be rebroadcast at 7 o'clock on the Breeze as well. So, Coach, one game coming up that Saturday, at home, Spartanburg Methodist, 2 o'clock tip, 1:45 will be our airtime if you cannot make it out there. And again, this is a game, a new school from NAIA level, so I'm sure, no disrespect to them, but the focus I'm sure is going to be on you guys getting ready for this one.
Absolutely. It's never about the game that we're in. It's never about our opponent. It's always about us. And we're trying to become one of those teams that can separate themselves from the pack. So no matter who we're playing, if we're playing the Boston Celtics, we need to go in there with the right approach and mentality, and that's exactly that'll be the message. We got to make sure that we're building good habits every day and growing every single day, so it doesn't matter about the name across that opponent's jersey.
Again, that'll be Saturday, 2 o'clock. Coach, have a great holiday. We'll talk to you prior to that game on Saturday.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us here today and throughout the season as well. Hope everybody has a great holiday. Be safe out there. We'll talk with you before the game on Saturday. Again, 2 o'clock, UNCW Spartanburg Methodist in Trask Coliseum. Get those tickets, uncwsports.com/buy tickets, or join us on the air starting at 1:45 for the pregame show. Again, thanks for joining us. See you next time. Another edition of Talkin' to Takayo here at Buffalo Wild Wings.